very welcome back. Now, the creme de la creme of the Irish hairdressing industry descended on UCD last Monday night to show their creative flair and grooming skills at the L'Oreal Colour Trophy Awards. Joining me now are two of the winners on the night, Eddie Doyle from Dylan Bradshaw, who picked up the Men's Image Award, and Jenny Crawford from Kazumi, who was crowned the L'Oreal Colour Trophy Award winners. Congratulations to you all. I believe it. I was invited and I couldn't go along, but I believe it was a fantastic night, as always is. Lots of people in black, I hear, on the night. Lots of people wearing black. Okay, we'll come to you in a minute because you're the overall winner, but we'll go to you, Eddie, and you put it the Men's Image Award winner.
Right on.
I suppose on the night this was probably one of the least sort of extravagant ones.
Very true. It's basically what's happening with men's hair these days is we're getting a little bit more groomed and more neater. You know, we're getting away from the messier, choppier look, more clean cut, more cleanly shaven with you know, the facial aspect. Clothes are being a lot more tailored. You know, the shoes tend to be a little bit more
And is this part of it, do you dress your model as the overall look?
It's a total look.
It's a total look from head to toe.
So your hair, clothes.
So here we are, lots of black again.
Well, lots of black. Black is always very effective. We're going for, you know, like you know, skinny ties, you know, slimmer collars rather than quite wide ones.
Stand around here, there you go.
And the jacket itself was a bit more of a modern kind of a touch.
Okay, now tell us about the hair and why you think you won the award.
I think it's because it's simple and it's neat. And it's not too extravagant.
And that's what people are looking for.
That's what they were looking for, you know. We really looked into this and we studied it, you know, really well. But basically keeping a much longer feel to the fringe, much more neater around the back. And then the colour was subtle. We call it like a shine band.
But this type of fringing, like, is this the type of thing we're going to see more of?
You will. You will.
Really?
You know, walking the streets in Grafton Street, you will notice that.
But it's not. Is it a very it's a real trendy type thing? Not everyone can go with it. Like I would look so stupid now if I walked in wearing that. I would get such a slagging
if I came in wearing that. A little bit too long for you.
Yeah.
But a slightly longer version of your own fringe would be.
Do you know what I do love? I love the colour in it. It's very subtle. The colour in the front here.
That's it. You know, men don't want loud colours. They want something subtle. It's meant to be like a shine kind of with a hint of warmth through it as well. You know, something very subtle. You know, but like the clothes, the hair, it all gels well together.
And what did you win?
Oh, it was the men's.
I know that,
the
but
prize
what's the prize?
We're going to New York for a week.
That's very good.
We're going to do a photo shoot in New York, and along with that, you know, we got obviously the trophy and the recognition.
And then it's great for the salon then as well.
Oh,
it's great. It's great for Dylan. He's great. He was in with us there about 2 weeks ago. Now, Jenny, congratulations to you, and Sean is here as well, who's your colourist. You won the overall L'Oreal trophy. So is this one of your collection? Did you have to do a number of hair pieces on the night?
No, you actually had to do one look for the Eliminator, which was on 6 weeks previous, and then you had to reproduce 6 weeks later exactly to a T.
And this is your look.
And this is my look.
This is your look. Okay, tell us a little about it and the inspiration for it. Or is this now what we're going to see? Are we going to see lots of young girls going around the country with a flick?
Maybe not as much as it is. It's a little bit more, what it is, it's kind of to do with an overall look. I was kind of influenced by the 1920s, 30s feel. So this is actually based on a hat, which would be more like a skull hat.
Right, okay.
And the darker kind of borderline is the actual haircut underneath. And this was my little feather through the front. So and the actual look is kind of more Parisian. It
really is, and like, I mean, was choosing a model then for the hair quite difficult as well, because you had to
Rebecca happened to be my house models that I've been working on over the last year and a half, so it's basically, I've kind of developed a look and an image for her, and I would hope to be using her in the future as a muse for our salon.
For the
so
work
that we
that
can
you're
continue
doing,
for the next few years.
And Sean, the colour here as well, it's quite subtle as well, because some of these style awards and hair awards, it's just all like mad and big and loud. But like the fact that both of you have won this, is it going all this groomed way? Is that what all the judges are looking for now?
It can be, because you have to think practical. What can people wear out in the street? And a lot of time, people aren't going to go around with big orange flashes or anything going through their hair. In this case, like, we used a deep berry colour with a blue-black outline just to emphasise what Jenny had done.
It is such a deep, lovely colour. Like you're saying, berry sort of plum colour. It's really gorgeous.
Because our feel was, we were told the criteria was to have autumn-winter look, so that's how we went for this autumn-winter feel. So that's how the colours are much deeper and the clothes are much deeper.
It just looks beautiful on the screen there. It really does look fantastic. I love the whole concept that like you're designing it on a hat. That's the feather and that's the whole look. Instead of having a big thing on your head, your hair is your crowning glory, you know, and that's what it is. And what did you do? Are you going to New York as well?
We're off to New York as well for the week.
For the photo shoot, you both get a photo shoot. shoot.
And then we have a year's advertising with L'Oreal, so we were kind of coming up with like shows and different type of things going on in magazines, newspapers and TV.
And Kazumi is in?
Molesworth Street.
Molesworth Street in Dublin, and Dylan Bradshaw's is in?
Johnson's Place.
In Johnson's Place in Dublin. So all Dublin winners, the big ones are all
Absolutely,
Dublin. But I mean, they're right around the country.
70 competitors competed, and then it was down to us
Down to us. Well, congratulations.
Thank you
And
very much.
it looks fantastic. Thank you very much for joining us this morning. Now, unless you've been living on Mars lately, you'll have heard the hype and possibility the music behind our next guest. The three young Dublin girls, collectively known as Trinity, hit the headlines back in March with a record-breaking deal with Universal. Singing for us now with Rose on Water from their self-entitled debut album released in June is Trinity.